Hey guys, welcome back to Wednesday Devotionals. For the last couple of weeks, we've been studying the book of Ephesians, and this week we begin chapter 4. So a couple of years ago, I was placed in a church in San Diego. There we started a week of prayer and we invited a dynamic preacher who had a lot of stories to share about how God had done miraculous things in his life and in his friends' lives and the people around him. His stories were so interesting that one day I remember in the foyer as the service ended, a member walked up to the preacher and said, "Your stories are so captivating and so inspiring. It almost seems as if you have a direct line to God." The preacher looked at this individual and said, "You have this same direct line that I have." And I remember looking at this individual walking away from this conversation, not really believing that they had this direct line with God. I don't know, sometimes it seems that other people have miraculous stories that we don't have, or sometimes it seems that God is moving in other people's lives, but not in ours. It seems like God does amazing things with others, but not those same amazing things with us. However, this week, Paul is reminding us that this one powerful God is the same one that has called you, is the same one that loves you, and is the same one that is working in your life. In fact, it says in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4, it says, "There is one body and one spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all." So I don't know, maybe today you are wondering if God really is working in your life because maybe you haven't seen the same stories that you've heard your friends talk about, or maybe you haven't seen the same miracles that you've heard preachers talk about. But Paul is reminding us through this verse that God works in our ordinary, everyday life. So this week I want to invite you to take a pause, to look at your life and see how and where God is working in your life. Because this promise reminds us that God is with us right now. This one God, the same God that has worked with preachers, the same God that has made miracles happen with people around us, is the same God that is working in our lives. And it is the same God that is performing those same miracles within us today.